Giuliani courts New Hampshire, Richardson works Reno, Kucinich takes his heart to San Francisco, and former Governor Mike Huckabee joins the Republican roster. The 08s were out in force this weekend, but the greatest of forces was a Hillary fest in Iowa.
Whoa, thank you!
Election Eve-size coverage and standing room only crowds, mostly adoring crowds with the occasional tough question. How, she was asked, having voted for the war, does she propose to end it?
The president has said this is going to be left to his successor. And I think it's the height of irresponsibility, and I really resent it. This was his decision to go to war. He went with an ill-conceived plan and an incompetently executed strategy, and we should expect him to extricate our country from this before he leaves office.
From the theaters to the banners to the lighting, this is a campaign in full swing, where celebrity status brings in the crowds and little is left to chance. All of which makes one odd moment all the odder. The question was about her ability to stand up to dictators.
And in the gentleman's words, we face a lot of evil men. You know, people like Osama bin Laden comes to mind. And what in my background equips me to deal with evil and bad men?
Why were they laughing, and what did she have in mind? She bristled at the suggestion it was her husband.
You know, you guys keep telling me, lighten up, be funny. You know, I get a little funny, and now I'm being psychoanalyzed. I feel very strongly.
Whatever, mostly this was a flawless maiden voyage for the senator from New York.
Thank you all very much.
And this coming weekend, the senator from New York sets sail again, this time for New Hampshire for her first visit there since announcing her presidential intentions. Candy Crowley, CNN, Davenport, Iowa.
I felt really happy. I felt excited that I got to meet the president.
This is a real defining moment in American history, which is why I think there's a lot of energy and excitement. The Democrats have great candidates. You know, we're getting people involved. There's folks coming to these big meetings that we're holding. And that's because everybody kind of feels it, that we've got to make some big changes. So, you know, I'm going to be, as president, asking people to look for ways that they can help.
We're about the same age, the senator and I, and so when she was talking about how she felt when she was in school, that if the president said to do it, you did it for the sake of the country, that's how I felt.
We get out of bed every day. We go to work, we come home, we try to care for our families. I believe that she understands that better than anybody out there. She expresses the viewpoint of hope that we haven't heard for a long time.
We know there are things we can do because you're doing them right here in Iowa. You know, you are leading the way.
We are in Crawfordsville, Iowa, at Rich Biofuels. I know that our children will prosper from all the good benefits that renewable fuels and that my husband is doing here at this company. So we're very excited that she's here, that she's visiting us and taking the time to take a look at what we're doing. They produce biodiesel from soybean oil and animal fats.
This is the kind of project that we need, which is a win-win. It's a win for our energy needs. It is a win for our local environment and more broadly for our environment. And it sure is a win for the economy.
We've lost a lot of industry jobs, gone outsourcing a lot of jobs that were done here locally. So a plant that used to employ 1,400 people when it was in its prime maybe has, what, 400 people now?
She's just a good grassroots politician.
Very down to earth. She thinks of the poor people along with the rich.
She's such a role model for young people, for my nieces, for the kids that I teach in high school.
It started out just as a normal day, but then when I heard that Hillary Clinton might be here, I was like...
We could probably put her in office right now and everything would be better.
So I know we can do what we need to do. And I hope that you'll give me a chance to make my case to you, and then I hope that you'll support me. And then I hope you'll all come to the inauguration in January 2009. Thank you all very much.
young Iowans are really excited about this campaign because they don't take it for granted what an opportunity we have living in this state to really participate in the political process.
Oh, I'm here to carry your signs and do whatever I can.
She has so much experience, and we've got to get everything back on track.
She is so qualified to be president. I don't think there's anyone on the Republican or the Democratic side that has the experience and the intuitive foresight on so many issues as Hillary has.
I will be caucusing, and I will be bringing as many people as I know to my caucus to support Hillary Clinton.
I will caucus for Hillary.
I think that she is going to be an amazing president.
This is such a great night. Now I have to ask you something. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for universal health care, quality, affordable health care for every single American? Are you ready for a serious energy policy that tackles our dependence on foreign oil and begins to deal with global warming? And are you ready to end the war in Iraq and bring our troops home and restore America's reputation around the world? Well, you're not alone. Everywhere I go, all through Iowa and all through the country, people are ready for change. In fact, they'd like to push the restart button on the 21st century. We can do this. We not only can win this election, but we can restore America's greatness around the world and renew America's promise here at home. It won't be easy, but after all, it is time to end government of the few, by the few, and for the few. We are a good and great nation, and we will be once again. Thank you all, and God bless you. It's not over until the lady in the pantsuit says it is.